Now, one of the most important skills in fishing is plumbing the depth, because most fish feed on the bottom or near the bottom. And when you come to these commercial fisheries, there's a lot of fish in them, but they are heavily fished. And as a result of that, what tends to happen is the fish become quite shy biting. So getting your float set at exactly the right depth is very important, and so too is shotting the float right down. Now, the way to plumb the depth is to use a thing called a plummet. Basically, it's almost like a little bell, and underneath it's got some cork. So you pass the hook through the hole in the top of the plummet there, and then literally embed the hook in the cork like that. The next thing to do is to lower the plummet in where you're going to fish. Now, I'm going to fish very close in here on this lake, just beyond the marginal shelf. So I'm going to lower the float in, and you can see automatically that the float is lying on the surface of the water, and it tells me basically that the water there is shallower than I've got my float set. Let's just try a bit further out. Now you can see the float's now standing up, so that tells me we've got a slope there in the margin, but I want to fish very close in. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove some of the depth from the float and bring it down, let's say 3 or 4 inches, and try again. And there it is, perfect. So I know that that is the exact depth of the area of the swim that I'm fishing. Now, if you lay too much line on the bottom in these fisheries, you'll get little dips on the float, but the float won't submerge. If you fish too far off bottom on many occasions, you won't get the bites off the bigger fish. So getting it dead right is very, very important.